I'd like to introduce you to the naturally aligned model for intuitive entrepreneurs and creatives. Now, this is a workbook, planner, journal, and so much more, as you'll see coming up in this video. I'm Roseanne Johnson, and I am an intuitive entrepreneur and creative. I started out in my working life as a controller. I have been a portfolio manager for a major investment firm in Canada. I'm an artist, a working artist, a metal worker, and intuitive and business psychic. So you can see I have done many different things, and throughout my life, I have always been wanting to be organized, but I also have this crazy intuitive side, this great creativity. And so it's been hard to find a planner or a workbook or anything that could corral the whole works into one place. So I created it, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So this planner is digital. It's made so that you can print it out and you can totally make it your own. We start off in the first section with, well, actually, I even have a page where you can do an emergency plan so that you always know if you have to get out of your place in a hurry for, we've all experienced fires and floods and hurricanes and tornadoes and all kinds of things happening. And you need to have a plan. So when you have a plan, but nothing happens for years, you kind of forget about things. So I made a page where I organized everything that I would want to take with me quickly if I had like 10 minutes to go. I organized the stuff, put it in a certain place in my house, and I have a plan to remind me what to grab that's not already in that place. The second part of this planner is the Core Desires Workbook. Now, the Core Desires Workbook is a plan. It's a process that I take my clients through, and it goes deep, 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 deep into them, into releasing old energy, to discovering where it's they've been holding it, and showing them easy ways to resolve that. And then there's so much in here. There's so much. And it's a process that takes you deep within yourself so that you discover your core guidances and your core goals, your core desires. You turn them into goals after that, and action plans, as you'll see later. But this is the work. This is the whole deep background work that you do to really get in touch with yourself and why you're here. And I should tell you that I do this whole process for myself at least once a year. The next part is visioning into actions. So we take all that information that we discovered about ourselves and our business, and then we start envisioning. If you like vision boards and doing that, scrapbooking and that sort of thing, it's built in here. There's pages for you to paste and draw and doodle and sketch and write your insights and everything in here. You can paste in words that reflect your goals and your guidances and your core desires. That's all there ready for you. Then I have a section here of templates. And this section is actually, it's all kinds of things that I wanted to record for myself, movies that I wanted to watch. It has an ideas visioning page where I can keep track of all the ideas I have. Not all ideas should become real, but they should all be recorded. And so I like to keep them all here because sometimes in the future, different ones will come together and you never really know. And you never know when it's time for an idea to come. It just, your intuition will tell you when it's time for it to come into the world. And so there's master's actions and reminders lists. There's a calendar. I record birthdays and such that I don't have in my phone. I have books to read, movies to watch. I have a resources page. I have a mind mapping page for my website. Let's do it again. So the next exciting section is this naturally aligned life and business section. In here, what I discovered was that it's very, very natural for us to work from equinox to solstice to equinox to solstice. And it's so energetically aligned, and we are born into this system. We live in it. We are affected by all these energies around us. And so by using them in our life and in our business and in the way we act in the world, it makes everything easier. And things going more in flow and less contrived, less overwhelming. So when I have from the first section, the core desires and goals and guidance, then I can make a plan for what I want to do in this first season that I'm working in. And I talk about the different seasons here, and a little bit about what to consider when you're creating in each one. And so this takes you through the process of choosing what you want to focus on, and both in business life and personal, or learning rather, business, self-growth, learning, and life. And this also includes a process of review. I do like to review, but I don't like many pages and pages of recording it. I just have simple recording method here. And so that's all included here. Gives you places to record how each project went in each season and how the season itself went. And then, as an absolute bonus, because, well, number one, people have asked me for this, and number two, it's part of my history, being a financial controller and a portfolio manager in a securities firm, so investment securities. So I have included, I'm showing you pages of them here, but they actually come in Excel and numbers spreadsheets so that you can use them for yourself. There's budgeting, there's expenditures, income, net worth, and place for you to record your portfolios. And what I have found is that by having all this information in front of you in one place, it makes it so much easier for you to decide and to see what needs to change and how to change it. It was made a huge difference in my life when I actually finally did it. Okay, now this whole system is in digital form, so you can print it out and you can add to it. You can take away, you can do whatever suits you, right? You can build the system to suit you. Now, okay, I want to show you what I use it with. I went to Staples and I got this ARC system. Now this is the plastic cover, and you can see Staples. It has these rings, and these are changeable. There are bigger ones as well, which I use. Now this is a smaller binder, it's lighter, and I use these covers when I travel because they're so much lighter. There are pages. It comes with lined pages. You can buy quad paper that goes with this. It's already punched. There are sleeves where you can put things in. There are little envelopes. And because you can also buy the punch with it, the hole punch that goes with the system, I can add extras. I can print my whole process out and punch it, put it in this. I can also add blank pages for when I want to draw a sketch, especially like when I'm traveling. I can keep records of things and do sketches of stuff. And I can also add any other sections that I want aside from the ones that I've already created for you in this book. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like on my actual one. And that it comes in there are two sizes. Okay, so this is my big working one. It has a leather cover. It has the big rings in it. And it is all divided into sections. I have created all the sections that I want. I have sections for the notes from what I'm learning right now. I have sections that record various things that I want. I have all the sections in this workbook. I have drawing sections. I have sections. I create this the way I wanted it. And the system comes with dividers. I'll show you one here. So colorful dividers that you can use. So that's my working portfolio, planner, workbook, journal, everything is in there. And then I have the smaller version of it, little tiny version of it, that I actually write all my insights. And if I get a story comes into my head, I write that in here. So that's what this little one is for. So that's my system. That's how I use it. And if this appeals to you, and you're like me, you're intellectual, you're also creative, you're organized, but you need free flow. You need systems that can work for you and go where you want. So when I travel, I don't take my whole big portfolio with me, but I take parts of it, which is really easy to do because they just click, they just pull out really easily. And you can also put this system in any regular binder, any 3-hole punch binder. You can print these out for yourself, punch the holes, and away you go. And you have a totally flexible system that's tailored to you. So if this is of interest to you, I invite you to go to my website, roseannej.com, and pick up a copy. It's only $24.99 US. That's about $33 Canadian, depending on where the exchange rate is at any given time. And you buy this once and you have it for the rest of your life. And now I want to tell you one more thing too, because I really believe in this. All our learning is done through other people, from what I call downloads from source that we have ourselves, our insights and such. And we build, as a society, we build upon the knowledge of all the others before us. And all this knowledge, well, the way it works in the universe is everything you think and everything you do and every words you say, everything is fed into the consciousness of the whole system. So we all know everything. And in that vein, even though I legally have copyright for this, I want you to use it freely, to adjust it for yourself, to use it to help your clients, to use it to inspire your own systems that you use in your business, and just freely use it. You know, all these sessions have been inspired by other people through me, and things that I have learned all through my life that I can't even remember how I learned them or where I learned them, but it all came together. It all came together in this. And that's how we all do things. And so I want it to be shared. I want everybody to take things and make it your own, make it work for you, and help other people with it. So there you go. I'm Roseanne Johnson. My website is roseannej.com.